Morning, kids. Steve, Rex, what do we got? 33 degrees. We're on the edge of freezing. But at least the wind has let up. Forgot to tie up Rex. That's always a mistake. Anyhow, what do we have now? We've got the alto cumulus on the horizon. The flag is a little bit tangled up there, but not much of a breeze, but it is from the southwest. The warm weather direction, right? In a high amplitude flow, wind from the southwest can be very cold and very interesting. For example, this morning, snow showers developing over Long Island Sound, across Block Island Sound, into Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket. Now, I don't know if it's going to be cold enough for snow on the ground, but that is the Long Island Sound sort of ocean effect snow. Due to the water being in the 50s and the temperature up in the sky is only in the teens. It's a 40-degree temperature gradient. Cold air aloft, warm air near the ground. It's low barometer cold. It rises, condenses, and makes snow showers. Yesterday it was Grapple on Nantucket. Thank you, Blair, for sharing this. Was that from the fairgrounds? That was yesterday. So who knows what's going on this morning. And some of those clouds off to the north of Boston, those are remnant clouds from the lake effect snowstorms that are happening off of every one of the Great Lakes this morning. And there are some snow bands that have been producing tremendous thunder snow overnight last night. Dakota Smith, so gracious to share the files on his website. I think they come out of Colorado State University of the thunder snow that was so prevalent last night. Jim Cantore, of course, is in town. He's in Hamburg. I think that's just south of Buffalo, in one of those snow bands. And you move north or south from some of these snow bands, and the sun is out. It has to do with the orientation of the cold air from the southwest running the length of these lakes and producing just this tremendous instability. I almost can't even believe the video Jim made this morning. That's the sound of hail coming out of the sky. How do you even make hail with a snow situation? It has to be just tremendous amount of water vapor causing incredibly sticky, wet snowflakes, shedding electrons and protons in the vertical ups and downs. And that's what electricity, lightning is. It's the separation of the protons and the electrons. Protons a lot lighter than electrons, and it causes voltage potential, and then explodes when it grounds to the earth, and that's thunder snow. So prevalent last night. Anyhow, it's not easy to explain, especially in a snow situation. So there are still some things in meteorology that are difficult to understand, even though you've been studying them for decades. It's day 3 of heavy snow in the mountains of western and northern New England. And yes, I think even Lake Champlain is kicking in some energy to this snow from Mount Mansfield to Jay. We're about 60 hours into about 150-hour intermittent snowfalls. The atmosphere is just kind of reloading, and with the air from the southwest and another front on the way, that's going to be convergence. So it's already such a cold air mass, you can get just the upslope and the lake effect. But you throw in a surface front coming across, one today and then another one tomorrow night, that really wrings out the moisture. So we're going to end up with 20 to 30 inches of snow in the mountains of northern Vermont. Stowe is opening on Saturday, but like I said, I'm coming to the ski show here in Boston. And for Boston, we had some flaky clouds yesterday. Really interesting. I think there were snowflakes reported in Charlestown, and Janine in Marshfield said, Ed Hughes took this image from his helicopter. It said, there are icicles hitting the windshield in Marshfield. No one knew what to call that stuff coming from the sky yesterday. It's called grapple and sleet and snow and rain. All of the above in this low barometer cold, which is here for the next couple of days. And when that front comes through on Sunday, boy, is it going to get windy and cold Sunday night and Monday. That's when we may set some records here early next week when that cold high-pressure system settles over us. There are records being set this morning, by the way, from Montana to Florida. Eglin, Florida, is that how you say it in the Panhandle, is 25 degrees. 8 degrees colder than in the backyard here in Boston. That's a record. And even Grenada in the southeastern Caribbean, 68 degrees. That's the coldest November day on record in Grenada. That's pretty interesting. Yellowstone, 19 below in Montana. So it's just a huge expanse of cold. The cold is going to ease out a little bit here Tuesday and Wednesday going into Thanksgiving, but then all bets are off for what's going to happen next Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to have a major storm forming somewhere in the east and another one in the west with a negative North Atlantic oscillation and a negative Pacific North American. That's almost like Greenland blocking and an El Nino, even though I know it's a La Nina. Anyhow, it's complicated, but there will be a storm. And of course, yesterday or last night, the GFS and the Euro traded places with the GFS saying, oh, everything's going to miss out to sea, and the Euro saying, oh, it's going to be an inside runner. And if it comes out like this, what the Euro is saying next Friday, which it won't, that would be a rain and 65 degrees around Boston on Friday to Saturday. Add them all up and divide by the total number of runs you see. So if you watch 6 runs in the last 3 days, add them up and divide by 6. That's what I call my own mom, Tim's method of forecasting. Anyhow, fun day yesterday. Took Rex for a walk. This is what it's like getting him out for a walk, and then highlights from the day. Just a fascinating day. Hard to get anything done. All right, we'll see you at the ski show. Look for the Bodie Fireside Chat. Come over and find me and say hello. And it's almost impossible to put it on him because he tries to bite it and me while I'm doing it. Yeah, I can't do it with one hand. Oh, I did it. Oh, and here comes this one. He always wants to go out too. All right. Put my gloves on. Out the front door. Where are we going next? Oh, close this door. Yeah. Both ways. Yep. Every day at 11 o'clock, he knows. He goes and sits next to the door. He's got his destination. It's right there. Go up to Great Hill. Leaf raking season. I'm going to take some more leaves from your house, Jerry. Put them in my worm chow pile. Oh, who did this? Who did that? Somebody kind of skidded down the road here. What is that? This was not staged. This is just random out the door weather and more. They must have been testing out their plow. I don't get it. Oh well, I'll take them. Yep, it's shorts and fur coat weather now. Top of Great Hill. We go out every day at 11 up here. We've got a schedule out the door, backyard 7, Great Hill 11, Stotter's Neck 5, and then back out the back door at 9. 7, 11, 5, and 9. T-Rex is a regimented puppy. Or I'm a regimented person, I guess. We are. Old Glory, Ireland, and Ordum Progresso. Not sure what that is. Progresso of instability, cloudiness on our walk back down the hill. See the tower in Winthrop, see the tower at Logan, and then Charlie, my neighbor, he restores old stuff. He just painted and welded this car back together, and this car had a fire, and he's rewiring that one, and he's going to offer to help me get the Jeep back going. Thanks, Charlie. Meanwhile, I'm not supposed to leave. What's that noise? What do I hear? I hear like a raven or something. Lowrider? Don't get it. Need to do a forensic analysis on that leaf pile, T-Rex.
Okay, TK, it might happen. It's coming down real hard again. We've had snow globe effect. Throttle's back, but it picks up. We're in a little pickup now. It's got to be 1 inch an hour at the moment. It's only been going for about 15 minutes.